Coming to you from Scenic the Basement at ICN Studios in Brooklyn, I'm Jana Jefferson, and this is And Friends with Jana Jefferson. Every other week, me and a new guest host each time are going to discuss the latest in pop culture, the industry, life, and more. And today's guest is none other than Rakiya. So how are you today, Rakiya?
I'm doing well. And how are you?
I'm good. You know, Easter's passed. It was a rough Easter. My car died.
Oh gosh.
Or it's like in purgatory.
Oh,
so
it's about that time.
Yeah.
Aww.
The end. I think it was the transmission, and my mechanic was basically like, it's pretty invasive. Like if we were to look to see the issue, and I know you don't want to have to do that again, so you might as well just get rid of it.
It's time to depart.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm here all the time, so like I don't really need a car.
I was gonna say like
so
you're
it's like
in the city.
It's all right, but it's like it's just kind of sad. I like that car.
It happens.
Yeah, he was cute till a point, and then he just like started giving me all these issues, and I'm like, whatever. So anyway, before each episode like officially begins, I give something called my Beyonce mood of the day. Since you know, she's like
life,
my thing.
You did get tickets, right?
Oh, girl, yes.
Oh, okay.
Did you get tickets?
Of course.
I'm going to the Philly show.
Same with Al.
See each other.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. We got a club box thing.
Oh,
I don't know. There has to be a glitch. It was only like $220 per person.
Oh,
those are usually like $4 something.
Come on.
I'm not complaining. I'm not asking questions.
Nice. I didn't get that. I woke up like late on the pre-sale day, and I still got tickets. I'm like, wow, everyone's complaining about like, oh, I didn't get my ticket. I'm like, I woke up late and still got mine. So like, I don't know what your problems are.
They weren't smart enough.
You work smart, not hard.
Exactly.
That's basically what it is. So you give your Beyonce mood of the day basically by saying like a lyric, a song title, how you're feeling basically today. With Beyonce.
Okay. It's a little hard. There's so many songs to choose from. Okay. Jesus. What's the one where she was like breaking everything with the yellow dress?
Oh, Hold Up?
Yeah, that's definitely how I'm feeling today.
Oh, perfect.
I don't know. Random. I just feel that way because like everyone at my job, they just hate the job. So everyone's just like not in the mood. I had to like handle escalations and whatnot. So I was definitely like just on edge all day. And I feel like that definitely describes it because I'm just ready to bust up out of there.
Mine is a lyric from Kitty Cat. Acting like I'm not nobody. You're going to make me call somebody.
Oh, gosh.
Just because, like, it works for a lot of things. Like, take it as it is. But that's how I feel today. Very, like that. So, fans of the show, listen. I have a Spotify playlist for Beyonce Mood of the Day. So you search Beyonce Mood of the Day on Spotify and you follow the playlist, and each song mentioned by myself and my friends, the star of the show, have been and will be added to the playlist, except for Lemonade because they don't have the Lemonade album on Spotify and they need to fix that.
It's not on Spotify. It's not on anything but Tidal.
Well,
and
I don't want to pay $20 for Tidal. Like, I love Beyonce and Jay-Z's all right, but like...
No. I ran out of email addresses to even think of.
And I saw like a meme. It was just like, oh, when you have like different email addresses and it's just like the same picture with like a different like hat.
Yeah, they caught on because they would like ask for your phone number and it would obviously be the same number. Tidal like broke down on it. Yeah,
I did that for ColourPop. I would use different because they had like a $5 off coupon. I'm like, everything at ColourPop is $6. I pay like a dollar for lipstick. But yeah, follow that Spotify playlist because it's Beyonce season, and you got to be ready. So the first section of the show is called Talk of the Town. Since we don't have a lot of time, we're going to just do one Talk of the Town topic. Channing Tatum and his wife, Jenna, broke up are getting divorced. Yeah. After 9 years of marriage, they apparently started to grow apart within the last year. Channing had moved out of the house, apparently. And they said there were no secrets nor salacious events that broke them up. They just realized they just needed to not be together anymore, which is like really sad.
Yeah, that kind of broke. When I saw it, I was like, I just don't know what to believe in anymore.
Exactly, because they were my favorite.
Exactly. And was it last year when they did the lip sync battle thing?
Yes, I watched that yesterday to fill the void. That pony, oh my God, that was so good.
And then Beyonce popped out. Yeah, like that was
such a
goals.
Good lip sync battle performance. Like that whole battle was so on point. With the exception of him doing like Frozen, because that was like for his daughter or whatever. It wasn't that great. But Jenna Dewan she did like Cold Hearted Snake or something, and then Paula Abdul danced with her, and then she did Pony, and that was like
amazing,
awesome. Man, they were so cute.
I know.
They met on the Step Up set, fell in love. Oh my god! Oh,
yeah, like that's a whole that's worth a movie or something.
Oh man,
a little something, because yeah, I'm pretty heartbroken over it.
So why do you think we get so involved in like celebrity relationships? Just because they're like always in our face?
Yes, and I think it's just the idea of seeing other people happy, and then you're just like, you kind of want that as well. Obviously, not everyone's gonna end up with a celebrity, but it's just like that idea. I think that's what like attaches us to it for sure.
And they're like, even on like social media and stuff, they look so happy. And I'm just like, I guess that's like, you can't really believe everything you see.
Exactly.
Because even when like, oh my God, not to bring up like something awful, but Fabulous and Emily B, like they would have like cute pictures and stuff. And now he's like wielding a knife in her face. So like.
First of all, she should have left him from season 1 of Love and Hip Hop, because that's when we knew he wasn't a good guy. And
like,
yeah.
He was like holding a knife. Like,
yeah,
that
I think
like
it was
a
knife. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I watched it, like, I kept rewatching it because it was so disturbing. I just was just like, what happened?
And then, like, he went to, he like, did a show in New York like, the next day, and they're just like, oh, like, Team Fab. Like, people are hanging out at his shows and having fun. I'm like, we need to stop this toxic culture of, like, these celebrity men doing wrong, but they're, like, God level, whatever.
It's like their reputation can't be touched.
That's why R. Kelly's still running around here being disgusting.
I know, it's so bad. Like, he's really a weirdo, but it's just like
he calls himself the Pied Piper of R&B. The Pied Piper leads people and mice and shit out of their house with like a flute.
He's just weird.
He's nasty. He's so gross.
It's just bad. Like, yeah, even I can't. Like, R. Kelly's just a really big weirdo, and it's just like we all love him so much musically. Like, we can't help it. He's on a lot of things that people don't even know about. That's the thing. Like, he's a really good writer. So of course he's gonna get booked forever. It doesn't really matter.
So gross. And you know the thing with R. Kelly is he's like preying on the people, like the girls that no one cares to defend, which is disgusting. Because like we know, like from the like no one cares about black girls. As sad as that sounds, like as a black girl, it sucks. But like. If R. Kelly had like a white girlfriend or a white little sex pet he called them, this is so gross. There was a documentary, like the British one that came out like last week. That was just terrible. Like we all knew about it, but just hearing, I think one of his girlfriends was talking about it. I think what was her name? I forget her name. Kitty. Kitty Jones or something. And she was basically like, yeah, I met like one of his like 14-year-old girlfriends, and
bro, that's not
nasty.
okay.
Like he would teach her how to like do nasty things.
Oh no, make it stop.
It's just like, yeah, R. Kelly needs to stop. Fabulous needs to stop. But Channing Tatum and Jenna Dewan do not, because they're just so cute.
Yeah, they need to reconsider.
Yeah, like I hope that I mean, like they said they were still in love, so I feel like just give it some time. I feel like we've all sort of had those kind of relationships with people.
They just needed time. But still, it's just like to everyone else.
Let's give them some time.
What do you mean?
Let's just give them some time. Because amicable splits, like I feel like everyone's had at least like one. Yeah. So it's like, just like give it some time, see where it goes, and like whatever happens, happens.
Exactly.
So we'll see what happens with that. Man, so sad. They were like really, really cute. Yeah. And their baby was cute and
everything. Yeah, that idea. They're like perfect, but of course, you never know.
Is nothing sacred? Like who? I feel like I don't really care for celebrity relationships. That one hurt me though. You know who also hurt me? Fergie and Josh Duhamel. Right. That ripped me apart.
I thought they were adorable.
They were really fun together. He probably sang for her or something. She sang for him probably, and like he was like, no,
he was
girl.
just over it. Like I don't know what I was listening to before.
No, I think they were just like, we just got tired of each other. I'm like, oh. I don't really. There's no other like celebrity couple I really like care about.
I mean, I kind of idolize Will and Jada. I can't.
Yeah, they'll be fine. They'll be together forever.
Yeah.
Until like something bad happens.
Open marriage allegations and whatnot.
Yeah. That doesn't seem to bother
That went
them.
right over my head.
just
I
like,
was like, okay,
it's
whatever.
just them.
Yeah,
It's just them. Whatever.
That's what they do.
I don't really care for. I don't know, because like when you do Beyonce wrong, I'm just like, I just don't care for you.
Yeah, he became a scrub when Lemonade came out. It just didn't matter.
And then he tried to be like, oh no, baby, it was my fault. And then it's like, yeah, it was your fault. And that's why he didn't win any of those Grammys, because like when you do Beyonce wrong, like
it's karma.
It's
bad karma.
It sure is. They had you come there, sitting in the front row. You made Blue get out of the house, and she was just like, "This is not happening."
Yeah,
Dad.
she was.
And
just
look
like,
what happened.
Yeah, no.
Nothing happened.
It's bad karma. It's called the Beyonce effect.
Yep. Look at Carrie Hilson.
Wow.
You say something bad about Beyonce,
yeah.
and nothing good comes to you.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny when you said like Carrie. I remember this big thing. It just resurfaced, like how at the time when Ashanti and Beyonce first came out, and they were just saying like Ashanti was gonna be bigger than Beyonce, and I'm just like,
look
what?
at Ashanti now.
Exactly.
Ugh,
no,
just slicking those baby hairs down.
She looks good though.
She does look good. Oh, did you hear about like when she was in that Ciroc commercial and then like she returned the bathing suit and then like the underwear of the bathing suit was like all filthy?
Are you serious?
Yeah, like the designer of the bathing suit like put the picture on Instagram of the like the bottoms, and he's just like, this is absolutely disgusting. Like Ashanti like boo-booed it. I don't know what it was, but it was like these brown stains or something in the bottom. And they're like, maybe it was maybe it was
Yo,
maybe it was like the makeup. Like I don't know, but it was like it was nasty.
That's disgusting.
It was so funny though. But yeah, all this to say, Channing, Jenna,
yeah. Fix that.
So we're going to move on to questions with the guests. So give our audience members at home a little bit of a rundown about what you do.
Okay, so I have my own lifestyle blog. It's my name, rakiyag.com. And basically, so far, I've launched it, I want to say maybe the 2nd or 3rd week of September of last year. And it's all been basically lifestyle pieces. I talk about things that a lot of people don't want to talk about because I mean, if you know me, I'm a very outspoken person. I'm a little nuts, but then I get to more of my like deeper, softer side, and I talk about things that I've actually felt. And then the feedback that I've been receiving is a lot of people, even guys, like a lot of my readers are actually guys, and they're just reaching out to me saying, yeah, I totally agree, like I felt that way before, I've been in this situation so many times, etc. And so basically I want my platform to be a place where people can just open up. And from what I'm seeing, a lot of people have opening up. Oh my gosh, one time I posted something about relationship drama on my Insta Snap, and I got like a flood of just responses. This one girl, she just told me like about how, like a whole novel about like how she doesn't want to be with her baby father. Like it got deep, and I'm just like, oh my god, am I like the modern day Oprah? What's going on? So that's basically what I want to do with the site for now, and then I definitely want to collaborate with other creatives and definitely get into more deeper subjects, possibly like race issues, subjects, stuff like that. And see where it goes, just to expand.
Yeah. So what's your writing background, and where has your writing been seen before?
So I went to Rider University.
Shout out to Rider. Okay, I went there like a couple weeks ago to see a basketball game, and it's like really nice now.
Are you kidding me?
They have like a really like big hedge that says like Rider
in the front,
right? And then like it was at a basketball game, and people actually like had school spirit. It was weird.
Wow.
I'm like, wow, people are actually
went there
excited
during
to be
like the
here.
Depression or something. Clearly.
For real. Like, it was really weird. But continue.
Wait, what was I talking about?
You went to Rider.
Okay, yes, I went to Rider. Studied journalism. I've been doing journalism since maybe the 8th grade. When I was in high school, I obviously did like yearbook stuff like that. Took journalism classes. So then when I went to Rider, I kept up with that, but then also just did communications in general. So my minor was TV and radio. Did all the PR classes, stuff like that, well-rounded. And then through Rider, I got internships at the Oprah magazine, and then Elle magazine. And then from there, I just kept going within fashion. And then at one point, I wrote for a couple fashion places, freelance, stuff like that. But then I realized I didn't really care to talk about that, because anyone can talk about a pair of shoes or like what's in your purse. I hate what's in your purse pieces. I don't care about what's in your purse. Like, no one cares. Like, it's really annoying. So I got tired of doing filtered stuff like that, which led me to go branch off into what I wanted to write about.
Nice.
Yeah.
So there's like bloggers, and then there's writers. What do you think is the biggest difference between bloggers and writers?
Dang, that's hard. Because even sometimes when I go out, I say I'm a blogger, and I'm like, oh, I'm a writer. But it's kind of like the same. I want to say writers, they can be like in different fields because, I mean, you can write and then you can be a journalist within that. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they both tie and tie. Blogging can just honestly can be about anything. Like, there's food bloggers, which I wish I could do, but then I think I'll just be fat. There's like, you know, there's bloggers about everything. And with writers, I think that's more so on the literature English side where they do like into more so books, or they're trying to do more, not more constructive things, but I think there's a
little bit more of like substantialism there.
Exactly. Like writing, I don't know how long it takes to write a book because I mean celebrities do it all the time, but I don't know what their team is helping them with. But other people that like went to school for like strictly English and became like want to become teachers and stuff like that, and then they write in their spare time. I think that's more so of what a writer would entail. And then with bloggers, it's literally, I mean, I'm a blogger, so that's what I call myself. Like, it's about things that I really want to write about. I want to have control over that stuff. So I think that would be the big difference.
Okay, cool. So on the site, there's also like a lot of like, you got a lot of fashion sense. So how did you get an interest in fashion?
I mean, don't get me wrong. So the first 2 years, maybe the first 3 years, I glowed up in college at the senior year. So like those first 3 years, I didn't know what the hell I was wearing. Like I didn't have that eye that I have now. It was really bad. Like when I look back on it, like you have those on this day posts from Facebook,
and you're like,
and I'm just like,
my God,
what happened? Why did these guys want me? What the hell was I thinking? So I think interning at Oprah, it kind of like it opened me up to different designers that I never saw before. Obviously, I couldn't afford all of them, but the ones that were affordable, it's like, okay, I can see what they do here. And then I'm like a super big Rihanna fan, and it's just like she can put on anything, and it kind of looks good.
He loves Rihanna.
Oh, yeah, she's that bitch. Yeah. So I think it just started as I kept interning with other fashion places, stuff like that. I just started making sense in my head as to what looks good and what looks bizarre. Because I mean, yeah, Lady Gaga could wear something bizarre. That's Lady Gaga, but I'm still Rakiya. Like I can't wear bizarre stuff till I'm up there, you know, and have that until I have that like I guess that stance where everyone does. It's just like, okay, that's something Rakiya would do. You know, that's like how it is with Rihanna. Something Rihanna would do.
How would you describe your personal style?
It's I think it's more so retro. Like it can change up at any time. I'm not a matchy person. I don't care for things like that. Like how there's like little baby fashion guidelines of like not matching prints and stuff. I would do the opposite, but then it would still coordinate. So I think my style is just, it depends on my mood. Like definitely. Right now I'm more so into just wearing baggy stuff and being comfy. And then maybe in the summer I might just switch it up. But it's definitely maturing. I could say that much from college because good Lord.
I don't know what I was wearing in college. Like freshman year, it's funny because like in high school I used to be like, this is like when the trend was, what was it, like 2010? When you would wear just like a shirt and then like a big chunky belt over the shirt.
Yes.
And like it didn't fit, but it was like a look.
It was a look. That was freshman year. That was college. Yeah.
And then I had short little skirts and like high chunky boots.
Yeah.
And I would just strut around like the hallways in high school with my like that outfit. Ugh. And then I got to college and I'm just like, you know, I'd rather like be more comfortable.
Yeah,
so
college was
sweats,
Uggs and sweats,
Uggs and sweats,
and a hoodie. That was uniform at school. And well, for us, because I mean, if we were to went to like Howard or something, or like Hampton, they dress up like every day.
Yeah, it's like always a look.
Yeah, and it's just like you get ridiculed if you just want to be comfy and not put on your eyebrows for the day. Like,
it's sometimes your eyebrow pencil runs out, and then you're like, "What are you going to do?"
Exactly. Yeah.
Sometimes you just want to look like.
I like being relaxed. Even when I go out now, I think because I'm older, I hate going to clubs. I don't go if I'm not in like a section or something. Like I gotten bougie and cheap, so I'm not
sit down.
No,
and not move.
No, I'm good.
So, who are some of the writers who have influenced your writing style, or were just like, "This is how I'm going to write, and I'm going to just do it"?
I don't think I mean, not necessarily writers, but definitely okay, I can take that back. Claire Summers, she definitely has influenced me. Summers. from Fashion Bomb Daily.
Oh, let me write.
Somers. I always mess up her last name, but she took that. She didn't even go to school for journalism. That's the crazy thing. She studied like French, and
it's always the ones who don't write.
Yeah, and then they just end up getting
great writers,
blessed. So she's one person. Nicole Bitchy.
She's so nice.
Yes.
Okay, I met her like last May, and then I saw her again in I think January, and she's like, "Oh my God, how are you, Jana?" I'm like, "What? Yeah. Oh, how do you remember me?" I didn't think she would, but that was super cool. She's nice.
And what is it, XO Nicole now? It's not Nicole.
Now it's
but
XO
I mean,
Nicole.
I still in my head, I'm just like, yeah, Nicole Bitchy.
Nicole Bitchy.
I used to be on that site faithfully in college. It was so bad. It was bad. But when she did the transition to XO Nicole, I was like, and her reasoning behind it, it was like really thoughtful.
It was really, really
that's inspiring.
Well thought out.
Yeah.
I used to go to her site after I realized Perez Hilton was like the worst.
He's like a troll.
He's so gross.
Yeah.
So I started reading her site afterwards.
That would be it. I'm more so like, I'm inspired by like Oprah, people like that. Issa. Like people like that. As far as writing, it's just, some people have it, some people don't. I don't read everything that's out there. Yeah.
When did you realize you wanted to be a writer?
In like the 8th grade, I wrote one of my teachers. I'm still in contact with him. One of my favorite teachers. He lives in North Carolina, but I was like his star student or whatever. And he came to the school in like I think the 6th grade, and then he came for the athletic program, and then he transitioned into, he was already a teacher, but then they needed more staff, so they hired him or whatever as a teacher, and still for athletic stuff. But he was the one person that pushed me to get into like creative writing and really like not figuring out my voice, because I was only like 12, 13. You still don't even write about weird shit. So he pushed me into writing because he realized that was my strong suit. So then my middle school, my elementary school period was from grades kindergarten to 8th grade, and I was I was there my whole life. And I was the first 8th grade graduating class. So we had to like do everything. So I was like in charge of newspaper, I was doing all these things, and then he was just like, yeah, that's gonna take you places, I want you to keep up with that. And I always did. Aww. Yeah, he reads my site all the time. He's just like, I'm so proud of you, like you're the daughter I always wanted. Nice. Yeah, like that's my guy. Yeah.
Shout out to that teacher.
Mr. Bug.
Mr. Bug?
Yeah, Bugg.
Shout out to Mr. Bug. Have there been any, like, every writer has them, but, like, what's been, like, the biggest pitfall on, like, your writing journey that almost, like, took you out?
When, I guess it would be, I think I've spoken about this on my site. It's when you're in those moments of uncertainty and you kind of just don't know where you want to go in life, that can really set people back for a while. Because, I mean, honestly speaking, everyone that graduates from college obviously doesn't get the job they want.
Especially writer.
Okay, you owe a lot of money. You can't really do anything because they want to hold your transcripts and whatnot. Like, it's just backwards sometimes. So I think after college, I had that point of just, I didn't know what I was doing. I was working like a minimum wage job, like really discouraging. You're trying everything, and then all the bills are starting to pile up, and it's just a lot. So I think moments like that a moment like that for me. That's definitely when I was just like, all right, I just need to get something to make ends meet and just put off my dream for now just to survive. And that can really, because some people, they end up getting something that they didn't want ever, and they get comfortable, and then they never go back to what they wanted to do in the first place. So that's definitely, like, as like, not, yeah, you can say rock bottom would be like a turning point.
Ugh, that's always the scariest.
Yeah.
When was my rock bottom? I don't think it was a rock bottom, but it was like a realization in the middle of my internship after college that I didn't want to do that. And I like spent so much time wanting to do that. So like when I like was interviewing for Vibe, like for the internship, I was like, I don't have any clips, like music clips. But then I'm like, oh, I've been writing on a blog for like ever. And then I'm like, I have a blog. And then they're like, oh, this is good enough. And here I am. Yeah. So that was kind of scary because I'm like, oh, I like spent all this time wanting to be this, and now I want to be this. Yeah. So it's like, ugh, that's kind of scary.
That's like people that start off going to school for like bio and then end up wanting to do freaking engineering or something, or like music engineering. Like they want to be producers and stuff now. Yeah. Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, one of my friends actually just quit her like job. Like she spent all this money to go to school to be like a special ed teacher, and now she's like, yeah, that's not for me. And I'm like, girl,
I think some days you just wake up and it's just like,
this is not for me.
Yeah.
But it's also like really brave to just be like, I'm gonna not do this anymore. I'm gonna just like, try to figure it out. Mm-hmm. It's scary, but like I think it's actually super brave.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, I couldn't even imagine. So what's been the most important post that you've written so far?
I want to say the intro piece, which I call Pilot, because that basically set the tone for what was to come. Mm-hmm. For all of my pieces. 20-something which was dedicated to my 25th birthday, and like backtracking like journey wise, how far I've come and what I want to do. Mm-hmm. And not the last one that I posted, not sold out. The piece before that, when I did the super fire snow shoot. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I remember that.
I don't remember what I called it, but that one I got a lot of feedback on, like a lot. And
what's some of the feedback you typically get from the site?
It's a lot of people just saying like they're just happy someone else said it, because I felt like I was going through this thing and I didn't know who to talk to type mm-hmm. thing, where like a lot of people are just agreeing and actually finding themselves within my words. Mm-hmm. And I love that. That's the best part about like just doing your own site and just have it like writing what you want to write rather mm-hmm. than like having a prompt and pick from like 5 topics. I hate that. Mm-hmm. So I want to say those, I said like 3 pieces. Yeah, those 3 definitely are like top 3 favorite.
Do you have to be in like a certain mood or like mental state to write a piece, or you're just like, it's time to write?
Yeah, sometimes it just randomly hits me when I'm supposed to be doing something else. Like I write for on the side, side hustle. Mm-hmm. I write for the Maria Antoinette. She's a YouTuber. Thanks. And they're like that. Like you just have to. She wants beauty pieces, lifestyle pieces, DIY stuff like mm-hmm. that. She just got like a cool gig with HGTV. Oh. Yeah, she's doing a lot. So where was I going with this? Oh, when it's like one time I'm supposed to be writing an article for her, and I think of something. I'm like, no, actually, this can actually go for my site. Like that's the type of stuff I do. Mm-hmm. I procrastinate still. I don't know. College didn't really affect that, because I think I procrastinated the most in college. I post every 2 weeks.
Okay.
And
that's like a pretty decent thing.
Yeah, because I didn't want to, since I wasn't sure how to go about promoting myself, because it's all self-promotion. I'm doing it on my Instagram, basically.
Oh my God, I was just thinking about self-promotion today.
It's hard.
Oh my God, I'll talk about that in a second.
It's hard. So usually I try to have my piece written by the Sunday, and then I either post it on Monday or Tuesday. Like, mm-hmm. If I want to tweak it, Tuesday. Last week I posted Wednesday because I just was being anal about everything. So mm-hmm. Most nights I do it. I do it that same day, Sunday. Sometimes I already know what I want to write based on the flow of how the articles are going. Mm-hmm. And also, for some reason, even though the photos really don't match, unless I went to an event, the photos as well. It's just mm-hmm. like, does this go with this word? Like, it's weird how I think about that. So definitely the night before, I'll be up until like 3 just writing stuff. And then there's just random times where I'm supposed to be doing assignments for other things. And
you just get like a burst of inspiration.
And I would just not stop writing. And then it's just done. And I'm like,
see, like, that's the best thing about being a writer, because like when you really get in that zone, there's like nothing that can stop you. Like one mm-hmm. of my editors the other day, she likes to ask questions to distract herself from doing her work. So she was like, Jana, do you like to read more or write? And I'm like, write. And she's like, why? I'm like, because when you're in the zone and you write, you could be done with something instantly, because you're like so like honed in on it. Yeah. I think it's so much fun to do that.
Yeah. I like those random like
bursts
like,
of inspiration.
Yes, I'm just like for it. Like I would have just like 4 documents. It would be like 4 different ideas. Mm-hmm. And then I can just do them all at the same time. It's really weird. I don't know how that happens.
It's good though.
Yeah, I think like that's really productive.
Nice and focused and productive. Yeah. Okay, so self-promotion. Oh my God. Okay, so like I was thinking about this the other day, and then I continued the thought process today. Because like I don't get my kicks from Instagram. Like Twitter's my thing. Mm-hmm. I do my viral thing, and then I like am done. So like Instagram, I'm just like, hey, I did this, and you like I have this thing called Linktree, mm-hmm. so you can have like all your different like
I saw it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So like, it's funny because like you can post a picture of like something that you did, and then you go to Linktree and I think only 6 people clicked it, but I had like more than 100 likes on the picture, and I'm just like, so you guys will like a picture of me when I'm with the celebrity, but you won't actually do the work, and like read it, and it's just like really frustrating.
That's so funny because today I was telling like a coworker that I was coming to like do a podcast and whatnot, and then she was like, for what? I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna like be there, you know, co-host, whatever, talk about my site. And then she was like, oh my god, your site, like you never showed me. And I'm like, you like every picture.
That's
you
honestly
like
what
every
it's like,
picture
though.
on my Instagram,
it's so
which
annoying.
is promoting the article. So I'm just like, you just don't read the captions. You just like the picture.
That's so annoying.
Yeah. And she was like, yeah, no, that's
like,
not the point.
I think that's the hard thing about being like a writer or a journalist. It's because like you do all this stuff and you're passionate about it, and that's how you like make your bread and butter. And then like people are like, oh, like that's really cool, but then they won't actually support it. And I think that's really just like the worst part of it. It's so disheartening.
Like what I was worried about before launching it, because I said in April of that's crazy. Oh my god, in April of last year. I had posted that I'm gonna launch a site or whatever, and I just kept pushing it back because I was just like worried and stuff. And that's what I wrote about in my first piece pilot. I was just like, I held back because I was worried about what other people would think, and I'm just like, why would I care in the first place?
That's literally why I stopped caring. Like, it's disheartening to see like only 7 people clicked the link that 120 people liked or something like that. But at the same time, it's like I'm still getting paid to do that, and if you don't want to read it, that's fine. Yeah. But like, this is what I love to do. You don't have to support, but those who do, like, I'm forever grateful.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll never know who clicked those links, but it's always nice. So what's your biggest aspiration as a writer?
I think I want the writing to speak for itself. Like, I want to be able to not have a 9 to 5 and have my site just pay for everything. But that, like, I've reached out to certain brands to do collaborations and stuff, but then it's just the whole, like, the way the world is set up now with like numbers and likes and stuff, it makes it really annoying, because it's not hard, it's just annoying. Like, I mean, easily anyone can buy followers, but it's just like my following grew from me posting, so I'd rather do it the normal way than like the generic way. Like, just be normal. I don't feel like I need to do more than I have to get like views and whatnot. Like, everything will come when the time is right. So I definitely want to have my platform speak for itself. Like, I'm really trying to be like Oprah out here. I really am. Like, I really love her. Working for her was like the best.
Did she ever like come to the office?
No, she came like a week after, and then posted, like, had the audacity to post on Instagram.
Oprah, what are you doing?
And I was just like, y'all had me here with Gail the whole time.
Oh, Gail's cool though.
She is. She's really nice. We had to like dress her a couple times for like events, but yeah. And then also with the site, since it's so focused on like real life issues and stuff like that, I think I want to get into like motivational speaking, or like being on panels, like self-love panels, girl power, stuff like that. Definitely think that's what I'm aspiring to go for.
Awesome. Yeah. How are you hoping to like inspire other young writers through your work?
I just want other young writers to just get, like, the fear part is always going to be there, but you just have to really get over that. Like, as soon as you like find what you're into, you just have to go for it. Because, I mean, you're the only person holding you back. Like, you don't have a gun pointed to your head. No one's saying, yeah, you're not going to... Even if there's people that's just, like, you know, like those fake friends that are kind of, like, they would, like, say jokes, like, little mean, condescending jokes, but, like, in a funny way.
No offense, but...
Yeah, those people, you don't need those people around you, because deep down, they're, like, not trying to see you win. And you should always want to see yourself win. And, yeah, like with my sister, I don't know what the hell she wants to do with her life, but
she's still sassy as hell.
Oh my gosh, she's so
sassy.
She was a promzilla. I was really stressed out.
Already prom?
Well, she was in just junior prom, so they did it before Easter. I was stressed out. I can't do it. I just don't want to do it ever again. But with her, I'm just like, with whatever you want to do, just do it. Like, claim it. That's what you have to do in order to get to where you want to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What are some of your, like, top lifestyle tips? Or what are some of the, like, not mantras, but what is the word? Oh my God, I hate when I do that. My hand movements when I'm thinking. Not mantras, but I would say lessons that you've learned in the past through writing that you take with you all the time.
Definitely don't hold back. I I just think being confident in yourself, no matter what you want to do, is just always key, because it's easy to get discouraged over the smallest things. You know, girls especially, we just have really weird emotions, and we just up and down. Mercury retrograde, not my best friend. So
is it almost over? Because like I
think
feel
it's
like
over in mid-April.
I'm mad overwhelmed. My thing is, like, since I'm a Leo, like, every time it's Mercury retrograde, we spend a lot of money when we don't need to, and I'm like, I need to stop spending money.
Oh my gosh, my horoscope, it has me tripping sometimes, because it's like really accurate. Like one day, like it would say, it was so funny. One day it said, oh, you need to claim your feelings. You need to go out and do what you got to do. Blah, blah, blah. Then the next day it was like, you were overreacting. It's not that big of a deal. And I was like, what the hell? That's how I felt. I was like, yeah, no, maybe I shouldn't, like that shit's really funny. What else I said? Like, be confident. Don't stress. I think stress is a sickness.
Yes.
It's actually a disease, because when you stress about things, like your whole body can change up. Like your habits would change up.
Zits, sweating.
Oh
These
my
are just
gosh.
like just me. So bad.
Yes, like my skin has just been like all over the place lately. I don't know what the hell is going on. Yeah, definitely don't stress. And I think, well, for me personally, I do a lot of self-care things, and not just like spending all my money on like shoes and treat yourself. No, I'm not going to spend money. I have shit to do. I need to move. But as far as just like meditating, thinking to myself, I'm a big planner person. I have a big calendar on my wall. So think everything through. I have my little planner that I keep with me everywhere I go. Even at my job, they know, don't touch my freaking planner, because I'll be off. So, and then with planning, it's crazy, because like my coworkers got me my planner for my birthday, because they knew I was like a freak about it. And then, I started writing stuff, and then like as the months have been going, I'm just finding random things that I said I wanted to do, and they're kind of happening, and I'm just like, oh that's cool.
See, I love the power of manifestation.
Yeah, exactly.
The best.
Yeah, those would be my like tips.
Awesome. So our last segment it's usually kind of polarizing, but it's called Unpopular Opinions, and we just talk about unpopular opinion that we might have.
You go first.
Okay. This isn't really an opinion. It's more like science that makes it an unpopular opinion. Cilantro tastes like soap.
Soap?
To me. And here's why. And it's like, people get upset about like when I say that, but like, let me read an article about it. It's actually like a scientific like thing that makes you like really not like it. But okay, this is from the Huffington Post. Science explains why cilantro tastes like soap for some people. If you are one of those anti-cilantro folks, at least you know it's not really your fault, and you can blame your parents. Scientists were able to pin down most cilantro haters as people with a shared group of olfactory receptor genes called OR6A2 that pick up the smell of aldehyde chemicals. Aldehyde chemicals are found in both cilantro and soap. What? So like when I eat cilantro, it's so like, it's nauseating to me, but I can't help it. Yeah. So it's like it's an unpopular opinion, because like they don't have that gene. So I guess that's like and it's so funny, because like after I've been getting like berated, because I remember, when did I bring it up? I think I brought it up at the office maybe like maybe a month ago. And I was like, you guys, like, I'm like, I think, they're like, oh, cilantro is like my favorite, what is it? A spice? It's a spice. It's like, they're like, oh, it's my favorite. Maybe it's an herb. And they're like, oh, like cilantro is like my favorite herb. I'm like, oh, I think cilantro tastes like soap. And they're like, what? And they're like freaking out. I'm like, no, but like it's my genes. I'm like, I'm not purposely wanting it to taste like soap. Yeah. It's just like, it just does. Like, I can't help it. I had rice not too long ago. I had rice at like from this spot the other day, and it was such good rice. And I ate it, and I was like, and they're like, what's the matter? I'm like, there's cilantro in it. They're like, you need to calm down. Like, you need to stop disrespecting cilantro. I'm like, I can't help but disrespect it, because that's what it tastes like. Like, you know how some people like are colorblind and you're like, oh, this is blue, they're like, no, that looks more like a brown.
Oh, like when, you know, those stupid dresses went viral.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
So it's like we can't help what happens. We can't help like what we taste. Like most like colorblind people can't help what they see. Mm-hmm. It's like it's just us.
Yeah, it's just how you feel.
Yeah, it's like nothing wrong there's a lot of people that, and it was funny. I got my genealogy results not too long ago, and they had like little tidbits of like, oh, like you're 23% more likely to have frizzy hair or something like that. And one of them said like you're 17% more likely to think cilantro tastes like soap. I'm like, yeah, so it's like in my genes.
Oh my gosh,
it's
Jana.
So crazy. I wonder like which parent or which side of the family that gene is from. I have to ask my dad, and then I'll ask like, a couple.
That really popped up on the.
Yeah, yeah. It was like it said something about frizzy hair, and then I screenshot the cilantro one, and I sent it to my sister. I'm like, look, and she's like,
so funny.
I asked her the other day if she thinks it tastes like soap. She said like sometimes it doesn't taste good, so maybe she
I'm gonna think about it when I eat it because you just.
Yeah, it's like I can't. It's just like it's just something. It's an unpopular opinion that I can't help. So yeah, that's my unpopular opinion this week. Cilantro tastes like soap to me.
Oh, you're so funny.
I can't help it though. Like it just, and it really just ruins everything. Like I remember the first time I didn't have cilantro for a long time. Like I think the first time I had cilantro was in a sandwich at like College Humor when I was interning there, and I was like, we all got the same sandwich, and I'm like, does anyone else like taste something weird? And they're like, no, this is like a delicious sandwich. I'm like, yeah, it was good for the most part, but like there was like a weird taste. And they're like, oh, it's probably like your cilantro. I'm like, I don't know. And then I just kept tasting it. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm just like, and then I Googled it. I'm like, oh, okay. But every time I have it, it's like a very sour, kind of like metallic-y, weird taste. And I'm like, dang, of all the people, I'm the one who like, gets berated because I can't eat the cilantro. But I like basil. Like, that's a good spice.
Yeah.
Basil's my favorite of the spices, I think. So, yeah, that's mine.
I think mine would be that I just feel like maybe this is a white people thing. I just think America maybe. Just, you know, because America sucks. So I think they overuse avocado. I don't think personally that avocado belongs on everything, and I'm seeing all these places and it's an avocado bar, and I'm like, what the hell else can you do with an avocado? Like, why are you making a sandwich and the buns are avocado? Like, what are you doing that's and then I tell this to people and it's like, you're crazy, I love it, I put it on everything, but it wasn't made to be
I don't think you need to put avocado on everything.
No.
Like, it tastes good on toast.
Yes.
It tastes good on some burgers.
Yes. But I'm telling you.
What else did they put? There's like avocado chips.
Yeah, they're just doing the most. Guacamole, breakfast stuff. That's what I'm saying. It should be like guacamole. Like the normal things that avocado was made for. Mm-hmm. But like, yeah, you're making a burger and it's literally like you're eating a whole avocado. I don't even think you're not supposed to eat that much in one sitting. Like, I don't think.
Avocados, like, on their own have a very weird taste.
Yes, because like my parents are Caribbean, so like.
Yep. Shout out.
Like when we do like breakfast, like recently for Easter, there was like saltfish, there was like all the other stuff that we have. And of course we have avocado, and it's just like we sliced it, put salt and pepper, and ate it with everything else. That's normal. But with that for me, I don't do it all the time because again, avocado
like every so often,
weird.
It's because it has a very strange taste. I can't describe what an avocado tastes like.
So imagine an avocado burger thing that they're just
and it's
raving
just
about.
A burger.
Like, that's weird,
like the
right?
bread is the avocado.
It's literally like they peeled the avocado and slapped something between it, like cut it in half. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I had an avocado kick in like the summer, and then I got over it because I actually tasted like a plain old avocado.
Like, yeah,
I was
without
like, no,
stuff.
this is really boring. Like usually, if I have like avocado toast, I put like a little bit of lemon juice on it, salt, red pepper flakes, and
like flavor it up.
Like you gotta spice up avocado because it doesn't taste good on its own. Mm-hmm. And I don't. It's kind of gross.
Yeah, I think white people ruined it. They just ruin everything.
And then they say like, oh, millennials, like you dumb millennials only have avocado toast, and I'm like, there's like a generalization because like
My friend actually called me basic because I told her I don't really care for it.
I feel like it's a little bit more basic to say you do care for avocados because it's like they're everywhere.
Exactly.
Like there's a lot of things that are like now a little bit of an unpopular opinion. I don't like when people say that pumpkin is basic because pumpkin is delicious.
It is.
Pumpkin anything. I love pumpkin. Pumpkin like those pumpkin spice lattes are pretty good, even though I'm not
The
really like
Dunkin'
a
one.
coffee person. Yes, the Dunkin' one.
The Dunkin' one.
I'm a huge fan of pumpkin bread, pumpkin pie. If you ever like roasted pumpkin seeds, if you like roast pumpkin seeds and like put a little like stuff on them, oh, they're so good. What else is good? There's this like drink at like this ice cream parlor by my house. It's like pumpkin and vanilla and marshmallow and stuff. I'll get that every time. It's $5, but I'll be like, nah, it's worth the $5. I love that thing. Yeah, pumpkin. I feel like people need to stop calling pumpkin basic and switch that for avocado.
Yeah, seriously, because they just ruined it. They ruined everything.
Justice for avocado.
Seriously, I'm tired of seeing it. Now there's like little emojis and shit. Just
do you know you can eat like a avocado seed?
Why would
like
you
the big
do
thing?
That?
I don't know. I don't know how you would eat it. I don't know. I feel like it's so big you choke on it.
Yeah, unless they like
cut it up,
cracked it or something.
Oh yeah, maybe like
I just don't think it's edible.
I think it is though. Oh
my god.
I think if you like mash it and like maybe put it in like a drink. Nope. Like a smoothie.
I'm good. No.
Like, you know, people put like walnuts, like maybe you put like the avocado seed.
That's just weird. See? That's probably at the avocado bar. It's freaking weird.
Where do they have avocado bars?
In the city. Where else?
Oh, you're right.
It's either going to be in the city, which it is, or like in California somewhere.
Yeah. I feel like they're really big about avocado there.
Yep.
Oh man. Avocado. So that's all for Anne Friends with Jana Jefferson. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at JNA Jefferson, and then follow the show on Instagram at Anne Friends Podcast. And don't forget to subscribe to the show on iTunes, the podcast app, and Google Play, where you can stay up to date on new episodes when they become available. And if you'd like to be a guest host like our friend Rakiya, hit us up at andfriendsguest@gmail.com, and we're going to keep in touch. So extreme thanks to my guest host for today, Rakiya, for being awesome. So do you have anything to promote on your end?
No, not well. I mean, obviously I post twice a month. I'm doing collaborations with other people coming soon. Ooh. Of course, like follow me on Instagram at Racky Smacky, RAKISMAKI, and that's basically where I promote my site and everything, and any events that I'm going to, stuff like that. A lot of cool stuff is happening soon, so yeah, that's the way to find me.
Speaking of cool stuff, I'm in a panel on Saturday. I'm talking about my experiences as a journalist, a female journalist. Because those are the two things I know most about, being a female and being a journalist. So that's April 7th. The official location is 519 8th Avenue, 12th floor. The tickets are $10. I believe they're still on sale. It's at 1 o'clock p.m., so come see me and a couple really cool chicks talk about journalism. Like, honestly, if you could spend $10 on avocado toast, you could spend $10 to hear us talk about really substantial things going on in the journalism field. I think that's all I have to promote. And then I wrote a really cool article. You can look at my social media if you want to read it. Yeah, that's basically that. Happy April. April is here.
And it's like...
And it's
January
still 20 degrees out.
Oh, but then it's going to be like 70 tomorrow. Did you know that?
Are we kidding?
No.
Really?
And then it said last night it said it was gonna snow 2 days after, but then it switched to rain. So I don't know what's going on. We're all gonna die most likely.
One of my friends is into science and stuff, and I saw her yesterday, and we were talking about how like it shouldn't be like this in April, and she's like, "Well, actually, on the contrary, she's like, it's supposed to be like it could technically be cold like this until like May 15th." What? Because of like some sort of weather phenomenon.
I know it usually, honestly, once it's that first day of spring, it does usually snow that first weekend. Always. Like, I do remember this. But now it's just getting out of hand because yesterday it took me like an hour to drive to work. And then when I got off work, it's like it never happened.
I'm so tired of it.
Yeah, I'm over
it. Yeah, it says tomorrow, Wednesday, is 63 and thunderstormy. Thursday is 47 and partly cloudy. Friday is 59 and rainy. And Saturday is a rain-snow mix.
See?
43. It's just, what are we doing? This is how people get sick. And the worst thing about all this is, like, it is spring. And then, like, the weather, like, because of this weather, the flowers aren't blooming when they're supposed to. So I'm going to, all the flowers are going to bloom all at once. And I'm going to be swollen I'm gonna itchy.
Be really bad. I get the same way.
It's going to start in like...
When Ryder used to cut the grass.
Oh, absolutely not. I had to close my window and then I'd be sweating.
I would have to close the window, put like a damp towel on my eyes, and take like 2 Claritins and stuff. I had to miss class. Like I couldn't see. It was bad.
Oh my God. I remember one time my allergies were so bad. I don't think I went to class. I think I like had to skip class maybe once because like my allergies were like... so bad. I'm like, or you would be that kid and you had like snot coming out of your nose and you had all these tissues near you and they're like, can you breathe? And I'm like, I'm gonna be okay. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. No, but nah, the weather is really screwing everybody over.
Definitely. I'm over it.
So before the show like officially ends, so we hate Donald Trump.
Of course.
Everyone does. I don't know. How can you still support him? But anyway, before, like when the show like first began, we said like an FU to him to close out the show, and now that we're like trying to be better, we do like what he could like a more progressive, productive, like what he can do instead of tweeting. So like any random thing he could do instead of doing what he's doing now that could like maybe help him in the long run. So I think instead of tweeting this week, Donald Trump needs to get a handle on that Stormy Daniels because she is out here spilling that tea.
Oh my gosh.
She is out for blood. And I think you just need to like I don't know, pay her off or something. Like do something to like ease your own situation because it's not looking good for him, which is fine because if he gets out, he gets out. But yeah, get a hold on that girl. That was a sad interview. Basically, someone like followed her in the parking lot and was like, "Oh, you have a beautiful daughter. It's a shame if something like happened to her mother." What? Like, who does that? Isn't that some scary shit?
That's some scandal shit.
And yeah, like, but Storm was out here spilling that tea. I'm like, girl, go ahead.
Oh my gosh,
I stand Stormy Daniels. But what do you think he should do instead of tweet?
Resign. Just go away. Throw the presidency away. Just
but then we get Pence, who's like,
it's just,
Omarosa said he's the worst.
Oh, she needs to not speak ever. You know what's crazy? Like her, like watching her roast people on their show, like is kind of amusing. Like she just, I don't think she has a soul. Like she's just so
she's just the
damaged with whatever. I don't know what the hell happened for her to get to that, to the person that she is today. It's really amusing. Like it's like I don't know if I'm supposed to be feeling bad for the host or if I'm just like, damn, she's really a bitch. Like
she's
I don't
just
know.
really awful. Like I remember when she was on The Surreal Life on VH1, like when that show was on, and she was always so nasty to Janice Dickinson. She called her like a coke whore and said that she needs to have her kids taken away from her. I'm like, what is this woman's problem? Like
that's what I'm saying. Like what happened to her to make her?
She didn't get enough hugs,
person.
Maybe as a child.
She wasn't loved enough for sure.
Definitely, because Omarosa is just vapid. Like she's the worst.
Yeah.
But yeah, resign. Bye, Donald.
Yeah,
we hate
you.
We'll see you in 2 weeks for a new episode of And Friends with a new guest. I think everyone's gonna like this guest. I'm excited. Rakiya knows him. I'll tell you when we're done. But we're gonna have a lot of fun. So tune in 2 weeks and we'll be back. Thanks. Bye.